Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working on another Project Life spread for week 43 of 2023. So this week was a very special week to document because this is all about the big trip that me and Will took this past week. So besides our travel days, which one of the travel days fell in the previous week and then one fell in this week that we're currently having, all of the days of the trip, so Monday through Sunday of this week, were our travel day, or the actual trip day. So it worked out so nicely for documenting here in Project Life. I'll try to explain that a little bit more as we go through, but we had so much fun. We went to New York for 4 days, and then we went on the Amtrak to Boston and went to Salem and had a day in Boston as well. And it was just so much fun. We had such a blast. So I'm definitely going to document this trip in many ways. Over on Patreon this month, November, I'm going to be working on a 6x8 travel album documenting this entire trip. And then of course I have this Project Life spread here, and then I'm going to do a couple layouts to document even more photos. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to do like an insert or if I wanted to do layouts, but I think I'm going to go with a couple layouts in between these past two spreads. So I will of course be working on those over here and sharing those with you guys. So you'll hear many more stories and all kinds of things about the trip. So it was just so much fun, and I just picked out a few of my favorite photos here for this Project Life spread. So the cards that I'm using, I pulled all of these out of my stash. So these are all quite old. I'm not exactly sure. I think a couple were from Paper Person, and then there's probably just some random LA Studio and whoever in here. So they're just totally random ones. But I tried to get them where I didn't have to do tons of journaling because I just wanted to give like an overview of what we did. And like I said, I'm going to do the layouts and also have an additional album. So there will be so much journaling here and there. But I just picked out a few of my favorite photos. As you can see, I have a picture at the top of me at Central Park, and the trees were changing and it was so beautiful. I have a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge. Also, we went up to like a building called, I think it was One Vanderbilt, and it was called the Summit, and you could go up, I think 93 stories and see the views. So I have a couple pictures from that. Also, I just love the changing of the leaves. They were so pretty. So I have a couple pictures here like of my feet, and then also some at the bottom there, 2 4x6s of me and Will, a selfie, and then also just the pretty views. So I just really like the way all of these pictures work together. So that's why I chose these for this spread. So that card there that I just filled in, I wanted to talk about for a second because I found it and I was so excited because, as I was mentioning before, it shows Monday through Sunday, which is how my Project Life weeks fall. And like I said, that was the entirety of our trip. So what I did was I went ahead and just added numbers on here because I was in a stamping kind of mood for this spread. So you'll see that I used my Sophie Alpha stamp from Citrus Twist for the week and to spell out New York there on that bottom card. And then on that same alpha stamp, I used the numbers, and I went 1 through 7 there. And then I just lightly filled out like where we were, if we were in New York, and kind of what part of town we were in, and the same thing with Boston and Salem. So I love that I kind of had that quick little at a glance overview of where we were for the week. Then I grabbed out some random stamps, and I really didn't end up liking them. So you'll see that, I stamped out New Adventures below New York on that bottom 4x6. And I really loved the way that that one looked. But then I added a stamp above the food little photo, and then the Brooklyn Bridge photo. So those were 2x2 photos that I added on here. And I didn't like those. So I grabbed out this other stamp set. I'm not exactly sure where any of these stamp sets are from. I think this might be like, I'm thinking Everyday Explorers. Yeah, okay, it's On Our Way Mini by Everyday Explorers, and there were some really cute sentiments there. So you'll see I put On Our Way on this one of the food, and then I put We Are Here with the little geotag on the bridge photo, and I was easily able to cover up those previous stamps that I didn't end up liking. So I liked the way that that looked a lot better, and I just used a random card that I had that I knew that I really didn't want to use, so at least I got to use it up in a different way by stamping on it, and then I fussy cut those out. So then I'm just adding a few of the little starburst and star enamel stickers that I have from I think one of the Doodlebug Halloween collections. I just had some left over, so I decided to use those. Added a little bit more journaling up there to that card. At the top, it does have a 1, 2, 3, but I just liked the arrows. I wasn't really using those to tell 3 stories. I just told like a little bit of an overview story, but I really liked the way all of these colors worked out, and I was super happy with that because it was kind of overwhelming to pick out these photos because I was like, okay, which photos am I going to choose for my project life, because I had so many pictures from the trip. So I just wanted to pick out some of my favorite moments. Of course, there were many, many more that I didn't document, but I know that I'll be able to document them in layouts for my project life album. And then I'll have an entire 6x8 album where I can really just put every single picture in there and tell all of the stories. So I really just wanted to go with photos that I thought worked well. I was using those kind of mostly blue sort of cards, so I wanted to go with photos that I thought would match that. And then I love the pop of yellow and maybe orange from the leaves on the trees, so I wanted to make sure to have several of those sprinkled throughout the spread as well. So I feel like it all worked out, but I definitely have so much more to tell about this week, so you'll see that for sure in upcoming videos. And of course, if you're interested in travel scrapbooking or anything, you can always check out my Patreon, where I will have 7 process videos over there throughout the month of November, where we will be documenting this trip like in its entirety. So I'm very excited about that. And of course, October daily process videos are over there, and December daily will be over, and there's multiple years of that as well, so you'll get all those back videos too for October daily, December daily, all those kind of fun things, other travel albums, all that kind of good stuff. So here I'm just putting on the last little finishing touches. I wanted to add on that ampersand there at the bottom just to go with the same alphas that my numbers were on the title card. And then I'm adding on a few little gold stars just to finish it off. And there you have it. We are done. Super simple, and I'm so happy to have this one completed. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like. Please also consider subscribing, and I'll be back at you super soon with another one. Bye, y'all.